Have you ever played the game Taboo? You get a card with a word on top and five words below it. Your goal is to get others to guess the word on top without saying any of the other five words. Let's play, but I'm going to say the words I'm not supposed to say. Let's see if you can guess the taboo topic we have today. From bottom up, menopause, pad, tampon, blood, menstruation. Did we all guess it? It's not an exclamation and it's not a question, because it's time to discuss the taboo topic of periods. I first started my period at school, and I know many others did too. When I shrieked in the bathroom stall, seeing dark, fiery red before flushing the toilet. My friends rushed to me and asked if the curse had finally reached me. When I said yes, one of my friends quickly took a menstruation pad from her back pocket, swiftly threw it to me, and slammed the bathroom door before I could even say, thank you. Throughout the whole day, I didn't say a word about my period. And funnily, none of my friends did too. I felt alone amidst the stifling atmospheres of unspoken rules during the day when whispers replaced conversations. The problem I want us to examine today is not the period itself, but the taboo around the period. Two contemporary examples support this issue at hand. One, in 2017, the Emoji Library in the UK opened the vote for what a period-themed emoji should look like. The most popular choice was a pair of pants marked by blood, but that was rejected, so they had to push for a blood drop instead. The somehow justified reason for rejecting the emoji was that it was too explicit. Well, that is exactly what our pants look like every month for around 50% of the world. Two, Donald Trump felt a Fox News moderator asked unfair questions, so he accused her of having blood coming out of her wherever in the first presidential debate. When women display assertiveness, a quality often praised in men but criticized in women, people think the curse has reached us. Donald Trump signaled that menstrual taboos remain alive and well in the contemporary world. Words tell a story, but so do efforts to avoid words. But why do words describing a fundamental biological process wield such symbolic power? A study conducted in Oregon revealed that 50% of English women, spanning ages 18 to 80, refer to periods using the term the curse. This powerful yuck factor frequently teaches menstruators to maintain their distance from non-menstruators and vice versa, both verbally and spatially. A girl who speaks openly of her period is considered scandalous. And maybe that's why no one asked me about my period outside of the girls' bathroom that day. Not because my friends do not care for me, not because they were too busy focusing on other things, but because societal expectations stop them from doing so. In some countries, speaking of menstrual experiences, even with medical staff, produce shame. In the UK, nearly 80% of adolescent girls have experienced concerning menstrual symptoms, but hadn't consulted a health professional. 27% of those said they were too embarrassed to discuss the topic. The rooted silence surrounding periods is putting lives at risk. What good is the government doing by developing new medicine for period pains while the majority of women are scared, even to visit a doctor? Even worse, the stark reality is that period products often come at a cost that is prohibitively expensive for those already grappling with poverty. Poor families have to starve in order to let their children buy pads, which forces the girls into using socks rather than clean products. The one blanket solution to all these problems regarding menstruation is encouraging open discussions. It's time to normalize periods. We tend to be open and even sympathetic about conventional taboo topics like childbirth and alcoholism, but never periods. Shouldn't we provide a safe environment for our future generations? A society where a poor girl can ask for tampons and not lose her dignity? A sub-solution focusing on period poverty may be projects like the tampon tax, where the unjust taxation on menstrual products is reevaluated. Menstrual hygiene is not a luxury, but a basic necessity. In Michigan, they recently passed a law to stock all public toilets with menstrual products. These projects prompt discussions in legislative chambers, boardrooms, and living rooms alike. As financial barriers are dismantled, so too are the societal barriers that contribute to the perpetuation of period taboos. It is now over 40 years since feminist activist Gloria Steinem published her back-breaking fantasy, If Men Can Menstruate. Hundreds of thousands of women who have read the essay have rethought their menstrual experiences and are socializing girls to speak openly about all things period related, some hosting parties to celebrate first periods. When we find our place within these solutions, we need to keep in mind that reality is not like other childish dimensions. Period taboo is not like the superstition of actors fearing not speak the name of Macbeth, or not like the discreet nod towards the unmentionable you-know-who by Harry Potter's characters in the wizarding world. It's time to move beyond the curse and welcome the beautiful flowers half of our population already have within our bodies. We started with taboo, and that is where we'll end. I've just enough time for one more card. Chat, dialogue, talking, communication, conversation. So it all comes back to the answer to this card, which is extraordinarily simple. Discussion. Period. Thank you.